fourth graders and all of you out there who are following the Maine Art Spirit Studio videos that I'm putting out. What we've done at the Indian Island School with the fourth graders and you fourth graders is make a mask, and we made it directly on our face. It's a plaster gauze mask, and it's a direct, using your face as a direct armature to make that mask. And a mask can be a lot of things. A mask can be anything that changes your appearance, like for example, glasses. These are my reading glasses, so when I put them on, I can't see you now in the camera. And I can't even see the camera hardly, so I have to kind of take them off. But when I'm looking up close, I can see every pore in my skin. So that's what reading glasses are for me. Or it could be like during Halloween, we wear a mask like this, and it completely changes our whole character. Sometimes we wear a mask and we choose a mask to dress up to be a different character in a movie. And that could be cool too. It could be as simple as a hat. Howdy, partner. Or crikey. But it's a hat that kind of changes my whole personality and kind of makes me look more Western or somebody in the outback. Well, how about this one? A spiritual mask made for ceremonies that I actually carved myself from the Haida First Nation. I took a design that I really enjoyed and loved about an eagle mask. So here's my eagle mask. And it's carved out of solid cedar. And I remember this project was a special project that we did after school with Rick Love, who actually helped us carve out the back and get the basics, and we did all the carving of the nose and the eyes and all the features and did all the painting. So it has some of my favorite colors on it. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do actually in the next month or so, if we're still at home, and I'm sure we're going to be. It seems that that's what all the projections are saying. I don't think it's fair that we're not able to finish our project. So I'm going to make available for you your masks, and I'm going to make it a lesson that you actually complete those masks by painting them, which means I'm going to create an art box kit for all of you fourth graders. And I'll also, for the people that are following along that aren't in the Indian Island School, I'm going to create a list of things you're going to need, and or at least I'll talk to you about them. One of the things I'm going to do next is kind of do a review. So the review is basically making a mask on your face. And you need Vaseline, and that's what our kids did. And you need to cover all your hair back with a bandana. And I've never in the 30 years made this on my face, so I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to do that. I'll make a mask on my face. I've never done it before, but I'm game, and I'm going to do that today. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. And even though I've told you that I'm going to do this on my face, I must admit I never have in the 30 years, so this ought to be quite an adventure for me as well. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put Vaseline Intensive Care this all over my face, because if I don't, when I pull my mask off, I won't have any eyebrows left or any hair left, because that could do that. So I'm just going to put quite a lot on those reach out and touch me eyebrows. Touch somebody. And are all laying down nicely now, and I'm going to go over the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to go around my eyes, not necessarily, maybe close to my eyelids, but I don't want to get it in my eyes. And I'm going to put a bunch right in here. This would be good for some of you parents to see too, because they see what your students, well, what your children went through with me. They'll tell you how gooey this is. Really gonna have to cake up my beard, my mustache, and grease up myself really well. Whoa, that's really goopy. I'm gonna put it under here, just like that. Get it all over my face, just like that. Can you believe I'm doing this? I can hardly believe it. Okay, also I have a smock on because this is gonna be messy, and the material I'm using is plaster gauze material, and I'm using regular water, squeegeeing it out and putting it on my forehead. Now I've asked the students to close their eyes when I've done this on their face, but I can't do that, so I'll have to be really careful that this doesn't drip in my eyes. You want to rub that so that it becomes one solid piece and doesn't have a lot of holes. Wow, this feels just like I thought it did all those years. I never knew what this felt like. Sometimes I get a dud. Where's my mushers when I need them? Someone who will cut these and mush them all up and get them ready for me. Going down through the bridge of my nose. Just like that. And I'm going to talk as much as I can now because I'm going to go over my mouth and then you won't be able to hear a word Mr. Vermette says, I'm sure. Which isn't a bad thing. Let's fix that nose better. Usually when things are really fragile, when it's because it's too thin, so two pieces actually work a whole lot better in getting into some of these areas. So we were just making a shell of a mask. We weren't going over the eyes, we weren't going over, not necessarily did you students have to go over your mouths, but some of you were really brave, so I thought I'd be brave to do the same thing. And for all those people who have had cold water, I did not think when I did this for myself, so this is cold water on my face, and it's waking me right up. So make sure you use warm water. This is going to dry as hard as a rock within about, 15 minutes. It's already been 4 or 5 minutes. Make sure it's all laying down. Because my face is a little larger, it's going to take a little longer. So I'm hoping it won't take too long. And then after you go over the bridge of the nose, you want to connect the two sides. So we have a nice bridge. I'm going to go over the top of my nose now. And it's starting to look like a mask. All right. We're down the cheek on this side. Another one on the cheek on this side. And another one on the cheek on that side. It's starting to harden. I can feel it. It's only been about 5 minutes. Maybe 10. All right, here I go. So actually, let's do this side first. I can talk a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over my mouth. I won't be able to talk clearly. You won't be able to hear me, but you'll be able to watch. This is so entertaining. And I will come back, and after some time letting it dry, I'll pull it off in front of you. But if it goes badly, you'll never see the video footage. No, I'm sure you will. I'm sure it won't go bad. Okay, so here I go. So you want to keep your mouth still. You still can breathe. You're still in control of everything. Woo! That was a long process. 15 minutes can be a long wait. And that's what the inside of it looks like. And that's what the outside of it looks like. I have myself a mask. Now what I'd like to do is take this to the next level. But before we do that, we're going to let this dry. I'm going to wash up, and I'll see you next class.